incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Brooklyn Barons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He gets it to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stanford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Stanford. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator!
They go with Washington to begin the drive. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Protein spill.
On second down, Washington. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 10 logo.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
Okay.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the eye. Check safety. Check safety.
Now.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first, here's Washington. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Washington. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go.
55, my guy, 55. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Ready?
5.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for it all.
It's just me and you.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7th. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Ready to break.
Right there in the middle, 55. And watch the slant.
Hey!
Slant.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Landry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on that play.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
55, mark out, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Landry now on the return. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go! Bam! Hey, exit. Ready?
Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And they rattle off a big one. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, this is Kamara. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Right back to Washington. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, box truck.
Now back to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Washington. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Kill.
Go.
Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
50, 280, 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Here's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 61 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Washington. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Check. Check. Hot. 36. Joker. Yep. Switch. Wide. Get wide. Switch. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Washington, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
30 base. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, Delta. Here I come again.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Brandon Cooks. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touch. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Leo! Hey, Echo! Yo, now!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.